anything, and to that I say, yes, I just was real mature and did in my video vlog. Interesting way to start off the day. It's almost 4:30 and I'm getting at Dollywood. I was supposed to be here much earlier, but a family emergency happened. Small family emergency, everyone's fine, don't worry about that. But I get here and realize I forgot my wallet, so that's a good way to go about things. And yeah, my AC on the drive decided to not work, and it's 80 degrees and I was in a hot car. So interesting start to the trip to Dollywood for the day, but we're finally here and let's go have some fun. Last time I was here, it was the busiest I've ever seen the park, even busier than peak Christmas season. Today, I know I'm here later, so this is not going to be filled, but it is 4:30, parking lot. I'm here at, I believe, D. And yeah, there's significantly less cars in the parking lot, which will be an upcoming video about the cars and the parking situation. I know, fascinating stuff. Oh, the difference based on what time of the year you come. We came last week, busiest I've ever seen. The line outside of the queue on Thunderhead. Today's line, walking right on, and they're playing 2 trains, so gonna get some rides in this couple hours left in the park. So Thunderhead, a few years ago, probably like 4 or 5, it was getting really rough, and it was dropping out of my top coaster list, was dropping out of my top 10. I loved this ride for so many years, and then they started taking care of it again, and this year no exception. If you split the ride into, say, quarters, probably the 3rd quarter of it, not 3/4, but the 3rd quarter of it has been retracked this year. I know they did retracking last year of different parts of it, so they're doing it each year, little parts, focusing on sections that need it, and you can tell the difference between it, but there's no real rough point of the ride. You got some wild of the woods, but you can definitely tell the new smoothness with the newest section, and it's from about the, when it goes through the tunnel, the through station turnover part, and then out to about the last quarter, 1/8 of the ride, give or take a little bit, about the last 3 turns before you get into the exit station. That's all retracked, new wood at the top. There's certain other sections that have a little topper track replacement, so definitely doing a really good job. So we're 1 ride in and a hot car ride for all the way with no AC, and my hair is already a mess, but we're just gonna roll with it. Now, it's not gonna be on the day this shows, but on the day I'm filming it is the same day my top 5 for Dollywood rides came out. You can view that. I'll stick the link in the description down below. I'll try to remember to tag it in here, but if you're watching on your phone, you don't see it anyway. But I'm right next to Dropline, and I'm thinking, I'd rather do Barnstormer than Dropline, which is against the top 5 that I made just a few days ago. So is number 5 now Dropline and number 3 Barnstormer? I don't think so. I think it's still the other order, but today I'm just feeling Barnstormer, but I'm nowhere near that, and I'm gonna go catch Dropline because they're just on their way down now. So as I've mentioned before, there's different versions of Dropline. They do different settings, and I've talked to them about it, and there's different ways that they can program it. Usually it's the simplest, where it's a slow circle up, you get to the top and you drop straight down. But on dead days like today, another advantage to coming in the off season and on a day where kids aren't in school session is they'll do different ones. Now apparently there's several. I've only experienced, I think, 2 of them, one of them being that slow circle and the drop. And then the other one, which I've experienced a few times, but not recently, where you go up slowly, you get to the very top, and then you do a full circle around the park, very slow, and you see the entire park and you're up there forever. It's terrifying at the height. It scares the crap out of me. Roller coasters do not bother me at all. Being at the top of the drop towers and drop line, that kind of stuff, just whew, that gets me in ways roller coasters never do. And then the drop, no problem. I'm having fun on the drop down and no issues. It's that slow circle. You see a beautifulness of the park. And now I remember again why I put it at number 3. This is a first. A person sees it and goes, hey, wants to say hi.
We out here, Dollywood.
What's your name?
Reggie.
Reggie?
Yeah.
Been to Dollywood before?
I'm from Orlando.
You're from Orlando.
Yeah.
So Universal, Disney, what's your favorite?
Universal.
Universal? What's your favorite ride at Universal? Is it Velocicoaster?
I mean, that's all right. I like Harry Potter.
Do you like Harry Potter? Which one? Hagrid's or Forbidden Journey, or are you a Gringotts person?
I like Hagrid's.
Hagrid's. That's my favorite part of the Harry Potter, like Velocicoaster more. Thanks for being part of it, and I hope you enjoy your day at at Dollywood. Have you gotten to do Lightning Rod yet?
Yeah, I did.
I haven't gotten to do it yet today. It's been down.
Yeah,
What's your thoughts of Lightning Rod?
I liked it.
My favorite ride here, yours?
Probably that one right there.
Thunderhead, that's my second favorite. Awesome, thanks for joining the channel.
Thank you.
Now they say the line is 15 minutes. It's just outside, so I feel like that's a little too long, but hey, probably 5-10 minutes or so, which is much better than the last time I was here because that wait, let's check it out, was insane. Got a ride in on Wild Eagle. I always forget because they don't do it that often, but every now and again they height check me, and this was one of those times, which is why I'm thinking of it right now, but I'm just under the height requirement to be able to ride it, so it'd be a bummer if I was too tall, but also Wild Eagle is not the greatest ride in the world. It's number 4 on my list, and hey, I'm gonna promote it again and find out what the rest of the list is, and I'm sure I've already plugged this already, but hey, why not try again? But yes, just under the height requirement, so if you're above 6'5", you might not be able to ride this ride. Really wanted to do a ride on Barnstormer when I got to Dropline. Did a ride on Dropline, had an awesome time, so let's see if Barnstormer lives up to what I was hoping it would be today. Just got off Barnstormer, and there can always be something new, so if you're on the blue side or the teal side, go all the way to the left as you look at it when you're coming out of the loading station. So it would be the side that you're on the loading station, the closest to it, and then you go all the way to the left that you can, and you can get a great view when you launch over this end. You can get a great view of where Sidewinder used to be, and a really good view of the back part of Wild Eagle. So it's a fun little look as you're getting popped out of your seat. Just something fun, different. When you've ridden it a couple times, you get to view something different. Unfortunately, Lightning Rod's still not open. It was open earlier today, as you heard in our video, and got to experience that ride. Me, not so lucky today, but it did make me think of something last time I was here when I rode it in the single rider line. They did something that made me think that was kind of stupid. They asked people if there was a group of 3, 5, whatever it may be, where a single rider would be pulled. They asked, are you okay with a single rider riding with you? I don't really understand the purpose of that. I thought maybe COVID, but there's no other COVID procedures that are in effect that I can see. Obviously no mask or anything like that. You're right next to them anyway when you're in line, so I'm not really understanding what the having someone ride along with you, unless it's just a courtesy thing, and to that I say, yes, I just was real mature and did in my video vlog. I'm in the world of, hey, get as many people on the ride as possible, as you could see when the tram report where they had people that you just needed to fill in, especially on a busy ride, and especially with how busy it was that day. If it's a day like today where the park is completely empty, you really don't even need a single rider line, but on a day where it was very, very busy and single rider can just move things through, your grouper should not be asking, in my opinion, should be going, okay, 3, 1, 3, 1, 5, okay, 2, 2, 1, pull someone from the 1. And that's how it should be going, not, are you okay if a single rider rides with you? Now, I didn't hear anyone say, no, I wasn't comfortable with that, but it still seems like a really weird process. I know I kind of beat it to death of how busy the park was last time I was here, last Monday during spring break, but can we just take a moment that there is literally no one, and I could throw a rock and not hit anyone, and yeah, it's insanely different than the last time I was here. So no one here now, insanely busy last time, so hey, come on a day where it's not busy, not crowded, and kids are in school. And the day has come to an end. The park is just about to close. My hair is all over the place and the wind is starting to pick up. There was a little threat of rain, so I wonder if that's what's actually going to happen. Got a lot done in a lot less time than I was here last time out to the tram ride, and well, that's gonna bring today's day to an end, and I am starving, so I'm gonna try to get home and get some food because, well, like I said, I'm an idiot and I forgot to bring my wallet. So no wallet means no food. And hey, I'm gonna go get into the car with no AC, so like, share, subscribe so I can make some money so I can go put some air conditioning back in my car.